Welcome all of you. This is your second lecture in the online lectures. You are learning Economics Standard 11. Welcome to my class. This is your first year in learning economics in junior college and you are going to learn many new things related to economics. Let's start the day with the interesting thing. In my last lecture, I had asked one quiz. What was the quiz? What is not studied under microeconomics? And the four options given were like this. Option A, particular firm. B, national income. C, particular household. And D, it was individual prices. What is not studied under microeconomics? And what is among the four options which is not particular, specific or individual, which has broad concept, that is national income. So what is not studied under microeconomics? It is obviously option number B, that is national income. Now let's see how many students has given the correct answer. See, 4 students has given the correct answer. Ms. Shirvalkar, Soham Parab, Elaine and Viraj Savan. All of you has given the correct answer. I'm very happy for you. All of you have given the correct answer. So all of you are the winner of this quiz. Everyone is a winner. Very good. But then also who has given the first correct answer among the 4? Let's see. See, it's Miss Saloni only. Miss Saloni Shirvalkar. Very nice. I'm very happy for you, Saloni. Very good, Saloni. Saloni, you are the student who has given the first correct answer for this quiz. Very good, Saloni. Now, let's move for today's lecture. We are learning Economics Standard 11 of Maharashtra Board, HSC Board. And currently you are learning lesson number 1, that is Basic Concepts in Economics. Okay, you are learning lesson number 1, Basic Concepts in Economics. And these are the competency statements stated by Maharashtra Board. What is meant by competency statement? That board expects that after completing learning of this lesson 1, you should be able to understand all the 5 competency statements. What is the first one? That you should be able to differentiate between natural sciences and social sciences. See, we have covered all this concept in earlier lecture. Recognize and appreciate the diversity of views of various economists. See, we have seen 3 economists and their different views and the diversity or the scope of their views, right? With respect to economics. Then analyze the various definitions of economics. See, we have also seen the different definitions given by different economics. And we have analyzed it also because we have learned them in detail. Then differentiate between microeconomics and macroeconomics. See, we are currently learning microeconomics. But then also, I have told you how to differentiate what is actually microeconomics and macroeconomics. Okay, and that then in our next lecture we will see macroeconomics. Then we would be perfectly able to differentiate between micro and macroeconomics. Then explain the basic concepts of microeconomics and macroeconomics with realistic examples. See, what is the specialty of my lectures? That you are going to get abundant of realistic examples. Lots of real examples, practical examples. Okay, so don't worry. Your economics is going to be perfect, fine when you are learning from me. Okay, now let's move. What did we learn in our last lecture? What we covered in our last lecture? We had started learning basic concepts of economics, chapter 1, and we had covered introduction, meaning of economics, definitions of economics given by 3 different economists, and different branches of economics, which were given on page number 1 to 3. And what we are going to learn today in this lecture, topics of current lecture are basic concepts of microeconomics. Which are the 4 concepts we are going to learn? Want, goods and services, utility and value. Okay, so these concepts we are going to learn in today's lecture, which are given on page number 3 and 4. See, as per this press note, 25% syllabus has been reduction for you for this year, and whatever you are learning on page number 4, column 1 is as per the 25% reduction. Reduction means self-study. It is considered as self-study. Questions will not be asked on that syllabus. Okay. And from page number 5th, column number 2, that is also included in self-studies. See, today we are going to learn page number 3, 4. Now out of that 4th page, this paragraph, that is classification of fonts, okay, that is column number 1 on page number 4, is considered as self-study. Okay. Then from page number 5th, column number 2, that you should know. Okay, that is also considered under self-study. Now let's start. You are learning chapter 1, basic concepts and economics, and currently we are learning branches of economics. In our last lecture also we had started the 2 views of looking at economics. Actually we cannot say those are the branches of economics. Actually the view of looking at economics, view of looking economy to study economics, that is roughly called as branches of economics. In which view economics is studied, that is called as branches of economics. See, economy can be studied in a particular way or by taking the microscope, that is called as microeconomics, and economics studied in a broad way, in broad concepts, that is called as macroeconomics. The way in which economics is studied, on which it depends the branches of economics. Okay, and the first is microeconomics. Okay, in my last lecture I had shown you the picture, the person who is learning through the microscope. See, many things whatever is learned through the microscope, that is called as microscopic study. And what is meant by microscopic study? Detailed study, right? Particular study, detailed study is called as microscopic study. So the economics which is learned in minute details, with minute things. Which minute things? The concepts which are under microeconomy, the concepts which are under economics, which are detailed in particular level, specific level, are called as microeconomics. Okay, now see, micro means small. So microeconomic deals with the behavior of the individual variables such as household, worker, firm, industry, etc. What we are going to learn here in microeconomics? The behavior. Whose behavior? See, the behavior of individual variables. Behavior. How a single household, what is meant by household? A single home. What are the behaviors of a single home? What is the behavior of a single worker? What is the behavior of a single firm? What is the behavior of a single industry? Okay, so the behavior of all these individual units, that is individual variables. Why it is called as variable? Because see, the behavior of one household may be different from the other. The behavior of one worker may be different from other. The behavior of firm as well as of industry may be different from others. So they varies. The behavior of all these individual concepts vary from one to other. That's why those are called as variables. And what we are going to learn in detail of one household, one worker, one firm, one industry. Okay, the behavior with reference to economy. Okay, the behavior of all these variables with reference to economy are learnt in microeconomics. That's why it is said as microscopic study or in detail study of all these different variables. Okay. See, these are the different, when we can see the branches of economics. First is microeconomics. So, see, look at this example. When we say this is the example of microeconomics, see what is learned in it? A specific household, right? Household means a home. A specific home is the behavior of a specific household is learned. The behavior of an individual firm. Okay? Firm means factory or business, we can say. Or individual prices of different units or different commodities. Okay, the prices, see, it is shown as individual prices. Prices may be for commodities, prices may be salaries for the employees. Okay, prices may be anything. Prices may be wages given to the laborers. So individual prices, individual home, individual firm. So whatever individual is learnt under microeconomics. Or in other way we can say, see, these are the group of people. Among the group of people, a single is studied. Okay, Singly studied means an individual unit is studied among the group. That's why we can say micro means dealing or learning in individual variables. Okay. See, micro means a small part of a thing. So microeconomic deals with a small part of the national economy. Okay, national economy means the economy of an entire nation. So obviously entire nation doesn't come under the scope of micro, right? So what we are learning, out of the national economy a small part will be studied. Okay, and what it studies the economic actions and behaviors of whom? Of individual units such as an individual consumer, individual producer, or a firm, the price of a particular commodity or a factor. Okay, so all these individual, particular or specific things with and what their behaviors, their actions. Okay, the actions and behaviors of all these particular things with related to economy. Okay, that we are going to learn under microeconomics. See, an individual means a specific person, his behavior towards economy. A firm, okay, see, suppose this is a firm, the behavior of a specific firm with related to economy. And household means the people living in one home, how a specific home, a single home will behave with related to economy. Okay, that is learned under microeconomics. A firm is a business. What is meant by firm? Firm is a business, or specifically one, a business with multiple owners and employees. That is called as firm when there are many employees and many workers. Okay, but which is the new word term here for you? It is commodity. Okay, what you are going to learn? The behavior and actions of a individual consumer. Consumer means customer. See, you are going to learn new concepts under economics or new terminologies under economics here. Earlier you used to call customer, okay, but now the same thing you are going to call it as consumer under economics. Then the new again the new term is commodity. See, you used to call things when you till you are passing 10th, you used to call as things or materials or goods, but under economics you are going to call them as commodity. Okay, it is an economic term, or goods. So how a specific price of a good, okay, what effect for the specific price of a particular good, okay, that you are going to learn under microeconomics. See, there are different branches of economics. Now according to Kenneth Boulding's definition of microeconomics, see, this is one of the economists. According to him, what is microeconomics? See, microeconomics is the study of particular firms, particular household, individual prices, individual wages, individual incomes, individual industries, particular commodities. Okay, all these particular or specific or individual things, all these are the variables because they varies. Okay, if behavior of all of them varies from one to another. So all this in individually we are going to learn under microeconomics. What you are going to learn under microeconomics? It is the study of particular firm, particular household, individual prices, individual wages. What is meant by wages? See, wages is the remuneration given to the laborers for their work. Okay, whatever they have participated or contributed their work in the business, what remuneration is given to them on behalf of their work, that is called as wages. Then incomes, individual industries, particular commodities means goods. Okay, so we are going to learn all these things in detail under microeconomics. See, with this picture you can come to know. In microeconomics, how do you learn? By taking the microscope. Okay, by taking the microscope, see what it is shown. It is learned through one eye, means it is in detail. Okay, and with macroeconomics, you learn everything by binocular. Okay, with the broad view. Okay, what do we learn by using the binocular? What do we study using the binocular? In the broad view, broad sense. Okay, that is learned under microeconomics. Macroeconomics by both eyes using the binocular, and microeconomics is learned with a specific thing For example, the behavior of a single cell in a human body, that is learned under microeconomics. See, and with respect to basic concepts of microeconomics, which things we are going to learn? See, these are the, we can call them as the basic concept. Actually, concepts mean these are the different items, okay, which we should learn when we want to learn microeconomics. Okay, concepts means these 8 particular things, okay, particular concepts, ideas, we can say. We have to know, we should know, we understand all these particular ideas when we want to learn microeconomics. Okay, what are those concepts? First is want. See, want is the most important basic concept when we want to learn microeconomics. Then goods and services, utility, value, wealth, personal income, personal disposable income, that is PDI, and economic activity. Okay, all these 8 concepts, 8 terms, we can say, these 8 terms we should know when we want to learn microeconomics. So these are the basic concepts, basic terms we should understand. Now let's move to the first concept of microeconomics. It is want. Okay, what is want? See, let's see what book says. It is difficult to define want in few words. See, we cannot define want, right? In common language, want can be referred to as a need. What we can say, want means a need. In economics, want denotes a feeling of lack of satisfaction. This feeling enables the individual to satisfy his want. See, when we want something, when we like, when we have need of something, when we have the lack of satisfaction of having something, or when we want to have something more, then the want arises, right? When want arises, when we have the feeling of lack of satisfaction of something, or we don't have it, or when we don't possess it, then the feeling of want arises, right? So this enables the individual to satisfy his want. What enables satisfies? See, when somebody is lack of something, then his want will arise. Okay, and this, what is the use of this want? This want will enable him to satisfy his whatever requirements, right? So in other words, urge to have something. What is this? Urge. Urge to have something due to the feeling of lack of satisfaction can be called as want. When we have the feeling of lack of satisfaction, when we don't have something, or when we have less of something, then what do we feel? We'll urge to have something, right? That is called as want. Or the feeling of willing to have something, feeling of willing to possess something, that is called as want. Okay, see, what we can say, want can be also called as needs. See, wants arises due to needs also. Okay, see, this picture can clearly explain you the concept of want. See what is shown in this picture. This girl is willing to have something, right? Willing to possess something because she feels to have the lack of satisfaction of something. Maybe she is having in lesser quantity, or maybe she wants it more. Okay, so what is shown? She wants to have something because that is a urge she has. For what? Due to the feeling of lack of satisfaction of the earlier things. Okay, that is called as want. Okay, see, and what is the want for everybody? See what is shown in this picture. In this picture, the person is shown to be a poor person, right? Okay, and what are the needs? What are the wants for a poor person? See, for a poor person, the wants can be the basic necessities of human being. What are the basic necessities of human being? Shelter, foods, and clothes. Okay, so for a poor person, what would be his wants? He maybe want a home. He maybe want clothes to wear. See, because he is shown here in this picture, bare. Okay, so he maybe want, his want maybe for clothes, his wants maybe for foods. Okay, so these wants are different for a poor person. Okay, so what is meant by law? So for him, what is the feeling he is having? That is, he has having lack of satisfaction because he don't have anything. He wills to have something, he want to possess something. So these commodities, which commodities? Home, foods and clothes enables to satisfy his want. Okay, so what is meant by want? See, it is the feeling of lack of satisfaction which can be satisfied by getting some goods. Okay, that is called as want. See, which are the basic concepts of microeconomics? Human wants have grown in number for two basic reasons. See, human wants grows and has grown day by day with the civilization. Everybody, all of you must be agreeing with this. Human wants are growing due to the civilization. Why? There are two basic reasons. Desire for better living due to inventions and innovations. What has been happened? People's desires of living better than earlier days has been increased. And why this has been increased? Because people's income has been increased, right? Their income capacity has been increased. So with the increased income capacity, and what has been increased? The lifestyle has been increased, the living style has been increased. But why all this thing has been increased? Earlier days also people were having wealth, right? But why this has been increased? Due to the inventions and innovations which has been change, right, which has been taken place since last few years due to technologies. What has been happened? Due to new inventions and new innovations, what has been happened? The desire for better living of human being has been increased. You, all of you must be agreeing. See, for example, in earlier days, see what people used to use for grinding and mixing. They used to have this mortar and pestle, right? All of you must have seen. People used to use this mortar and pestle when there was no electricity, right? Electricity was not invented. And when the electricity was invented, what people thought of better living. And why better living? Because something has been invented. New innovations are there. Because of the electricity, new inventions of mixer and grinder were there. So people started to use mixer and grinder, right? Now after a few days, the invention of food processor was also done. Okay, so what people thought, instead of using simple mixer and grinder, we will start to use food processor. Why? People want to live in better quality, right? People want to increase their quality of living. Why? Because there are new inventions. If food processor wouldn't have invented, people would have used mixer and grinder. If mixer and grinder wouldn't have invented, people would have used mortar and pestle. Okay, so why this has been increased? Because the desire of better living of people has been increased only due to the new inventions and innovations and new technologies. See, for example, due to the invention of electricity, what has been happened? See, due to this electricity, what has been happened? People are started using fans, TV, then electric cooker. Okay, see, these are the, because people want to live in a better design, living, right? So that's why the wants has been increased. Okay, see, this lead to increase in want. Okay, this lead to increase in want. What? Inventions. The other reason of increase in wants is rise in population. See, population has also been risen since many years. Okay, day by day the population has increased. When there were very few people, their wants were limited. Okay, when the population started to increase, their wants started to increase. See, as many people are there on the earth, as many are their wants, because everybody has a different want, or everybody may have many wants. Okay, so as many people are there on this earth, the wants has been increased, grown. Okay, so what are the basic reasons of growing of the wants? That is, people's desire to have the better living. Why better living? Due to the inventions and innovations, and the rise in the population has grown or given lead to increase in wants. Which is the next characteristics of want is wants are unlimited. Okay, what are the characteristics of want? Wants are unlimited. Wants are recurring in nature. Wants differ with age. Wants differ with gender. Wants differ due to preferences. Wants differ with season, and wants differ due to culture. So these are the different characteristics of want. What is meant by characteristics? We can say features. or specialties of wants. If you ask you what is the specialty of want, then these 7 are the specialties of wants or the features of want, that is called as characteristics of want. Okay, we'll see one by one. The first characteristics of want is wants are unlimited. See, why it is said that wants are unlimited? Wants not only arise again and again, but they are also unending. If one wants gets satisfied, another arises. So wants go on multiplying in number. See, with this example, you can come to know. See, what I have shown, these people has only 2 hands, but how many wants they have? See, they wants to have more and more, more and more, more and more things. See, this is called as wants are unlimited. For example, suppose if you look at this picture, a girl or a lady who don't have the money, okay, but after getting the money, what she will want? After getting the money, I will build one home for me, okay, or I will buy a home for me, okay. Once she buys a home, then after what she will desire? I will earn more money and I will buy the car for myself, right? Then she will buy a car for herself. Then after buying one car, she will think, now I will buy one more farmhouse. Okay, now building one more farmhouse, then again her wants will increase. She will think that I will have a second home. Okay, second home, like in the holiday camps, like. So her wants will go on increasing. Okay, that's why the wants are going on multiplying in number. See, for example, this person, look, this person, how many wants he is having, right? So these are multiplying in number. Earlier she didn't have a single home, later on she thought of having the second home, that later on she thought of having the farmhouse. So that is all are the homes only, but wants are multiplying in number. Okay, people, because it is a human tendency. For example, suppose you would not having, your parents wouldn't have given you the mobile until passing standard 10. Okay, but now these days everybody has to learn online, so you must have asked your parents to give you a mobile, android mobile or smartphone. Then your parents give you one smartphone. Now after getting one smartphone, what you will think, what your want will increase? You will like to have one bicycle, you will like to have one motorcycle. Then after getting motorcycle, you will like to have one car, right? So then, as with the increasing things, your wants will increase. Your wants will go on multiplying in number. Okay. So the wants are not only again and again, but they are unending also. Some wants are unending. Some wants occur again and again, arise again and again. Okay. That's why wants are called as unlimited. See, people wants to have many things by their both hands. Okay. The second characteristics of want is wants are recurring in nature. What do you mean by recurring? Some wants occur again and again. Okay, that is called as recurring in nature. Recurring means again and again occurring is called as recurring. Okay, several human wants occur again and again. Repeatedly occurring. Okay, that is called as recurring. Wants are recurring. While some might maybe occasional. Okay, so which wants are recurring in nature? See, the basic necessities of human being. See, for example, you drank water in the morning. Is this sufficient for your entire life? No, because we will want water again and again, right? We had the food in the breakfast, but won't we need the food for the lunch? Yes, we require. Won't we need the food for the supper? Yes. Won't we need food for the dinner? Yes. Tomorrow again same? Yes. So want for water, food are the basic requirements. Want for clothing are the basic requirements which will occur again and again. Again and again we will require to have food. Again and again we will require to have clothes. Okay. So these are the recurring wants. These wants cannot be satisfied once. Okay. Having once or possessing once or consuming once. These requirements will occur again and again. Whereas one of the basic necessities is home or shelter. Okay. For a person, a want of shelter, if it is satisfied once, then it can be occasional. Okay. He cannot have want for the person for basic necessities, will not have to have house again and again. Okay. So needs are the goods and services that are essential to life. What is water, food, shelter, clothing? Okay, all these are the wants. Person will like to have food again and again. So some wants are reoccurring. That's why those are called as recurring in nature. The third characteristic of want is it is wants differ with age. See, all of you must be agreeing with this. All of you at this age, what do you want? Mobile phone, right? Smartphone or laptop or game laptop. But will your grandmother, grandfather getting happy with your mobile? Or if you offer them a smartphone or a laptop or a game laptop, will they be happy with it? No, because they don't want it, right? They don't want that game laptop. Similarly, your grandparents don't want a motorcycle. So why? Because wants differ with age. See, wants and their satisfaction, want as well as their satisfaction from that want differ as per the chronological age. See, chronological means as in the growing in numbers. See, when you were small, when you were kid, what were your wants? Having more and more toys. See, what you wanted? More and more toys. More and more toys could satisfy your wants, right? You wanted to play with different and different toys. Then, when you grew and you become young, okay, or you will become young, then what you will want? Your wants will decrease. And you what your will you still want to play with the toys? No, your wants will change. And what you will want? You will like to flaunt. Then what you will like? You will like to have a fancy motorcycle, right? Or you will like to have a very nice, decent car. So your wants will change when you have grown up. Okay, when you will still grow at the age of your grandparents, then will you like to play with the toys? No. Will you like to ride and shine by riding on a motorcycle? No. At that age, your wants will still decrease and wants will become minimum. You will be satisfied in the minimum wants. Okay, your grandparents get satisfied with minimum wants like what will they want? Just food and shelter and limited clothes, right? See, when you are young, you will like to have different clothes, but here when you will grow, you will like to have minimum clothes. Okay, but what will the wants? Which wants will satisfy your grandparents? For example, a religious book, a spiritual book. Okay, they will like to have these things only. So their wants will get decreased. So what does this mean? Wants differ with age as well as wants go on decreasing with the chronological age. Okay, means with the chronological means in sequence with from smaller age to elder age. The wants goes on differing. The next characteristics of want is wants differ with gender. See, all of you will agree with this. Many of now students would be, many of you would be girls and boys also. See, obviously you must agree with this because the clothes which boys wear, girls won't wear like to wear, and the types of clothes which girls wear, boys will not like to wear. Why? Because wants differ with the gender. See, men and women want different goods according to their needs, right? See, for example, this is the good example. What everybody is like to have these days, that is mask. Okay, mask is the basic want these days. See, the kinds of mask which ladies wear, the girls wear. Have you seen the designs on the mask? The designs on the mask on the designs on the mask which girls wear, it is can be of floral designs, then natural designs, then the designs, the kind of designs which satisfy girls, which girls like, right? Will the boys ever like to wear the mask having floral design? No, because those are the wants which are according to the gender. Girls will like to have the mask like this, okay, butterfly, then flowers, okay. But whereas the different types of masks are liked by gents, okay, males. See, the boys like these kinds of masks, girls won't use these kinds of ones, okay. So this is the basic differentiation, that is the wants of mask only. If you take the example, differ with boys and as well as girl. Then another example can be taken of scent, okay. The scent, the fragrance which girls like, which fragrance generally girls like, of deo you can call, maybe floral or maybe of fruits, but boys wants some some fluorescence which they have the choice, right? So this differs with gender. or hard scents they like. The next characteristics of want is wants differ due to preferences. Okay, see, there are the different preferences of everybody. Individual, and what is meant by preferences? Individual habits, individual taste, individual preferences matter a lot while deciding want of the people. What matters? See, individual habits are different, individual states are different. Okay, that makes a big impact on their want. Suppose you along with your friends went to hotel for hoteling. Okay, then many of you would be liking Chinese foods. Somebody would be liking fast foods. Somebody would be liking Punjabi foods. Somebody would be liking Indian cuisines. Okay, or your whatever your special localities food. Somebody would be liking to have cold drinks, soft drinks, right? Somebody would be liking to have tea. So everybody's habits, taste and preferences changes. So according to their preferences and habits, their wants differ. See, for example, a person who is 100% vegetarian or a vegan, okay, and a dish, a delicious dish in which crabs and prawns has been served to him. Oh, will he like it? Would it be his want? Would this dish full of crabs and prawns, the delicious dish, satisfy him, his want? No, because his preferences are different. See, for example, the junk food or the fast food has been served to a person. Will he like it? No, he will like to avoid it, right? The same thing, the fast foods or the some non-veg foods has been served to a person who don't like it. Okay, or his preferences are different. He will like to avoid it. Okay, see, this girl will like to avoid the food which she don't like. Okay, so why this happened? Because that habits, taste and preferences of everybody changes. What is the next characteristic of want? That is the sixth characteristic of want is wants differ with seasons. See, as the season changes, the wants changes. See, wants keep on changing with season. This picture is this step illustrates the concept, right? See, when it is sunny days, when sun is shining there brightly in the sky, what we wear? We like to wear the goggles, we like to wear the caps, right? Then we will like to wear the sun coat. Why? There is sun and we want to protect our body, our skin from the sun. So what we are wearing? Sun coat, goggles, scarf. Okay, these things are wear only in the sunny days. Okay, but whereas in the rainy days, what do we wear? See, these are in the sunny days and summer. All these things are in summer. And in the rainy days, see, when it is raining, okay, from the clouds, do we use the raincoat? Do we use the sun coat? No. Do we use the goggles? Do we use the caps? No. Our preferences has been changed. So our wants has been changed. What we are using instead of sun coat, we are using umbrella, or the kids are using raincoat. Okay, they haven't used goggles on their eyes. Why? The wants has been changed with the change in the season. Then when it is winter season, see, when it is winter season, will you likes to have the sun coat? Oh, no. Instead of, will you like to use the umbrella? No. Instead of that, what clothes we will use? We will like to use woolen clothes, sweater, muffler, jacket, which will satisfy the want of that season. Which is that season? Winter season, because it will protect us and our body and our skin from the cold outside. Okay, so if this is just the example of the clothes, see, in this example, the example is shown of different clothes which are worn on different seasons. So there are many examples which differs, the wants differ as per the seasons also. Okay, so wants differ as per the change in season. The next, see, in sunny days of the summer, we will like to have the sunglasses, right, to save ourselves, protect ourselves from the sun. Then in the rainy days, we like to save ourselves from the rain by using umbrellas and raincoats. Whereas in the winter days, we like to save ourselves from using the woolen clothes, warm clothes, right? So the wants differ in the season, with the changing season. The next want is different. Next characteristic of want is it differ due to culture. See, the want of people differ with the difference in culture. See, for example, India, what we see in our pledge, India is a different culture, right? See, differences in culture influence wants. What it influence means effects. You can say different cultures affects different wants, right? See, it influence different wants that are related to food, dressing style, right? See, for example, there are many people in this picture, many cultures in India has been shown. People in different culture wear different foods, wear different clothes, right? Their dressing styles are different because they are from different regions, their cultures are different. So different type of people from different, who belongs to different culture, will like to have different dressing styles. Okay, their food systems will be different. For example, whatever Punjabi people are having in their foods, South Indian people will not have. Like for example, South Indian people, what is the more in the basic staple in South Indian food? It is coconut as well as in rice, but it is not at all used for the North Indian peoples. North Indian people don't use coconut, they don't use rice. So there, the want for rice, okay, the want for rice or want for coconut for the South Indian people would not be the same want for the North Indian people, for the Punjabi people, because they don't at all use rice and coconut in their foods. That is not their staple food. They have wheat, okay, wheat in their food. So the food also, if you think about the food or the dressing style, their wants differ. If we take the another example of clothes, see, different types of clothes or turbans are wear in different cultures. Okay, so the want differ due to their different cultures. Want may be for food, want may be for dressing style. Okay, so all these things varies or changes depending upon the different. As the culture varies, their wants varies. Okay, so these were the 7 characteristics of want. Okay, how wants differ with different variables. Variables means what? Season vary, want varies. Culture varies, want varies. Age varies. Varies means changes. Age changes, want changes. So want, these are the different characteristics of want. Okay, we can call. Now let's next move to the second concept under microeconomics, that is goods and services. Okay, see, this is the one most important concept while learning commerce. Okay, which is the basic concept. One more important concept, that is goods and services. Okay, remember and listen this point properly. See, goods and services, these are popular terms of economics. Okay, anything that satisfies human wants is termed as good. What is meant by good? Whatever satisfy our human want. Okay, till you haven't entered in the commerce field, what you used to call to the goods, simply used to call as things, okay, or materials. But now as you have entered in the commerce field, what you will call to the same thing, it is goods or commodities. What is goods or commodities? It is the thing, okay, it is a thing only. What is the purpose of that thing? It satisfy human want. Okay, that thing satisfy human want. That thing is called as goods. Okay, it has, see, goods has material existence, means it can be seen, it can be touched. Okay, what is called as material existence? The things which can be seen, which can be touched, which can be felt. Okay, that is called as material existence. Goods has material existence, they can be seen. For example, chalk. Okay, see, chalk is used by a teacher. What do we use? But in the online days, do we use the chalk? No, instead of that, what we use online pen for writing, right? So these are the things. You can see chalk. Chalk can be seen that when the teacher is, or marker. Okay, when you teach on the board, then we use the marker. So marker is what? A thing. And that marker or chalk is the thing which satisfy which want of writing on the board. See, what is the use of chalk? It is used for writing on the board. What is the use of marker? It is used for writing on the board. So chalk or marker satisfy the want of writing on the board. Okay, and who uses it? The teacher uses it. So chalk can be seen, chalk can be touched. Okay, so chalk has the material existence, so chalk can be called as goods. Okay, and this chalk is used for satisfying the work of writing, which is used by a teacher. Then apart from goods, there are some another concept which satisfying human wants. See, goods satisfies the human wants, but only goods satisfy the human wants? No. Apart from goods, what is the other thing, other concept which satisfy the human wants? It is services. Services also satisfy human wants. See, services also satisfy human wants, but they do not have material existence. Services cannot be touched, services cannot be seen, okay, services cannot be felt, okay, services cannot be, is don't have material existence, but they satisfy human wants. For example, teaching offered by a teacher. See, these days everybody, all of you are learning online. See, but can you see online? Can you touch online? Can you feel online? No, it is the service. Okay, it does not, it don't have material existence. You cannot touch teaching. Okay, so these are the services, but that is also satisfying the wants of the students these days, online teaching or the regular teaching, which satisfy the human wants, right? What you want, what is the human want? Learning. See, learning is the human want, and this learning want is satisfied by what? By the service of teaching. See, what is the human want? Learning. You want to learn. You want to grasp the knowledge, and this your want, learning want, or the grasping knowledge want is satisfied by which service? Teaching service. Okay, so teaching is a service which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen. Nobody can show you teaching. Okay, so teaching is not a goods, it is a service. So goods also satisfy our human wants, as well as services also satisfies our human wants. Okay, see, this is the example. Who is this? This is a teacher, and what is the teacher doing? See, the teacher is, sorry, this is the doctor, and what is the doctor doing? Doctor is doing the service of checking the patient. Okay, so this is the service. See, in this picture, goods as well as services are shown. What is this? See, this is the cargo ship, and what this cargo ship has brought? It has brought some materials or goods. Okay, so we can call cargo ship is a goods, right? Because we can't touch it. These are the material, okay, which has been brought by that cargo ships. Goods we can call them. Okay, so these are also can be touched or seen. But what is the service done by this cargo ship? See, this cargo ship have brought this goods from one place to another. Okay, that is the service done by that cargo ship. Can you see that service? Can you touch that service? No. That is the service which is carried out by these two goods. Okay. The another example, see, for example, insurance service. Everybody has the insurance, right? Can insurance service be touched or seen? Insurance service has the material existence? No, we cannot show this. This is the insurance service. For example, family life insurance, senior life insurance, senior people life insurance, health insurance. Okay, so these services cannot be seen, cannot be touched, but then also they exist, and these services satisfies human wants, right? So goods as well as services satisfy the human wants. So this is the most important and basic concept under microeconomics: goods and services. See, here in this chart, many things has been shown. Some are goods and some are services. For example, this is a computer. Computer is a goods. Then this is a toy car. These are the shoes. These are the books. So all these can be called said as goods. These are the goods. These are the foods, fruits. Okay, but apart from that, see, this is the person who is cutting the hair of a boy. Then what it is? It is a service. It is a service of a barber which we get in the saloon. That is service of cutting the hair. Okay, that is not goods. Okay, so these are the, see, this is what? This is a cleaner. The cleaner is carrying the goods or carrying the clothes for cleaning. So we can call these are the services. Okay, then for example, this is a doctor of animals. What we call to the doctor of animals? Veterinary doctor. Okay, so we had taken our dog, a puppy, to a doctor. Okay, so what he is doing? He is checking him. Okay, he is checking the dog. So that is what? That is the service. So these are the different services. Okay, this is the another example. See, what this person is carrying? this person is carrying the garbage, okay, garbage from our home. So these are the services, okay. We cannot call these are the goods. These are the different services offered by these different servicemen, okay. Telephone is a goods. Shoes is a goods. The next concept is utility, okay. Now we understand the concept want, okay. We want something. Why we want something? Because we have the feeling of lack of satisfaction, okay. When we have the feeling of lack of satisfaction, then we want something, okay. And we will want something. Who satisfies our wants? Goods and services satisfies our wants. Goods satisfy some wants, and services also satisfy some wants. For example, you want to go to USA, okay. Then how you will go? If you are having lots of goods, okay, or you possess an aeroplane, but unless and until that aeroplane flies from India to USA, will you be able to go to USA? No. So what is the service given by that aeroplane? That is the flying, okay. So flying is the service, okay. And what is the goods? Aeroplane. So both the things, aeroplane as well as its flying service, goods, aeroplane, and service flying, both the things collectively satisfy your want, which is the want traveling to USA. So what is there? First of all, you have some want, and who satisfies the wants? Goods and services satisfies your wants. Now when the specific goods and services satisfies your wants, what is hidden in them? What has the characteristics in those goods and services? Because they satisfies your wants, so what are the characteristics hidden in them? That is the utility, okay. Utility characteristic is hidden in the goods and services. What is the utility? In simple words, utility can be called as usefulness. There is some usefulness hidden in that aeroplane. Usefulness of carrying or flying is hidden in that aeroplane. Because there is some utility, usefulness is hidden in those goods and services. That's why they satisfy our wants, right? That is called as utility. First of all, you have the wants, then goods and services satisfies your wants. And why goods and services satisfy your want? Because utility is hidden in them, okay. Utility is the characteristics of those goods and services. See, for example, what is meant by utility as per the economics language? Capacity of a commodity to satisfy human wants, or in other words, we can call it as simple words, want satisfying power of a commodity, okay. That is the power, capacity of the commodity which satisfy our wants, okay. That are the characteristics. Or want satisfying power is there in that commodity, okay. For example, when you were kids, you were playing with the toys. The toys were having the want satisfying power. What were your want? Playing with the toys, right? Or throwing the toys. But that power, that satisfying power was hidden in that toys, in those toys. So those toys were having the want satisfying power, okay. Those commodities, goods, those were the goods, those were having the want satisfying power, okay. That is called as utility, okay. See, for example, the woolen clothes has the utility. Where it has the utility? On the places where it is very cold, very chilling, okay. Then there is the woolen clothes has utility. But these woolen clothes don't have the utility when it is summer, or when there is very hot days, okay. Similarly, umbrella has hidden utility in it, okay. Similarly, the medicines, see, these are the different medicine tablets, okay. These medicines has the utility for the diabetic person. See, these are the diabetes medicine. So these medicines have the utility for a diabetic person, because this utility is hidden in the medicine. So the utility of protecting the person from rain is hidden in what? In the umbrella, okay. The utility of protecting from the cold, chilling winter is hidden in the sweaters or woolen clothes. So these, because they satisfy the want, okay. These are the different goods which satisfy the human want, okay. Because utility is hidden in them. That is, they has these goods, all these goods possesses the want satisfying power within themselves. That is called as utility. The next concept of microeconomics is value, okay. Now see, these are the different goods and services we have seen, but they have some value. Okay, so value means what? See, value has two approaches in economics. See, value can be understood. Approaches means value can be learnt, value can be studied in two ways. Okay, by using two different ways of looking at it. Which are the two ways of looking at value? That is value in use and value in exchange. Okay, these are the two ways of looking at value. Now, what is this value in use and value in exchange? First of all, learn what is value. Okay, what is meant by value? Value means the utility or the usefulness of a commodity. For example, if a stone has been given to you while when you are hungry and a stone has been given to you, a piece of stone pebble has been given to you, what you will think? Is there having any value to satisfy my hunger? No, it doesn't have the usefulness or utility. Okay, so however, in economics, the term value has a quite different meaning. According to Adam Smith, the famous economist, the word value can be used in two senses. In two senses, we can think of the value. Means two ways of looking at it. Which are the two ways of looking at the value? That is value in use and value in exchange. Okay, these are the two ways, two concepts of looking at value. Value in use and value in exchange. We'll see. What does it mean? See, what is meant by value in use? It refers to the worth of a commodity. Okay, worth means the value. It, in simple words, it is usefulness of a commodity. See, it is the usefulness of a commodity. For example, no one has to pay price for sunshine, but its immense worth for life can never be doubted. In economic language, sunshine has a high value in use. Okay, it is an example of free good. See, what we get from the sun? If sun doesn't arise, will we be able to live? Will we be able to sustain forever? No, because sun is very much required for us. See what we get from the sun? It is sunshine. We get the sunshine from the sun. So sunshine has the immense worth. Okay, lots of worth. For what? For the human being. Okay, it is no doubted. Okay, so sunshine can be called as value in use. When we use the sunshine, it is the value for us. And which goods has the value in use? Generally, the free goods. Free goods has the value in use. Okay, see, the worth of that commodity, which is the commodity sunshine. What is the value of the sunshine? That it is very useful for everybody, human being. But we don't need to pay for the sunshine. Okay, similarly, if you take the example of rain, if it doesn't rain at all on the earth, will be able to survive, will be able to sustain, will be able to live further? No. So rain is very much required. Do we need to pay anything to get raining? No, we don't need to pay anything for get the rains because it is a free good, but it has abundant value. It has lots of value. Okay, that it has immense value for everybody's life. So raining, sunshine are the free goods which has value hidden in themselves, which is we get after using using the free goods. That is called as value in use. See, what is value in use? It is the want satisfying power of a commodity. Okay, the satisfaction which one obtains from the use of a commodity is known as the value in use. See, when we get the satisfaction, when we obtain it, okay, the satisfaction which we obtain, when we obtain from the use of that commodity, okay, that is called as value in use. For example, water has immense use value because it quenches the thirst, and without it, daily life is just impossible. The quality of water is the value in use. See, what is hidden in the water? The quality of water to quench our thirst. This is the quality which is hidden in the water. Okay, so that is called as value in use of water. They has the value when they are in use. Okay, when they are used. We cannot purchase them by exchanging other commodity. Okay, see, can we purchase sunlight? by offering something to the sun? No. Can we pay for getting the rain by offering something to the cloud? No, we don't offer something to the cloud for getting the rain. We don't offer anything to the sun for getting the sunlight. We don't offer anything to the atmosphere for getting the air. Do we offer something? Do we exchange something, some other commodity for getting the free goods? No. See, this is the basic. Understand my each word. Okay, listen properly to my each word. Do we offer something? Do we exchange something to the sun for getting the sunlight? No. Do we exchange any commodity to the skies for getting the rain? No. Raindrops? No. Do we exchange some commodity, or do we pay something to the nature, to the atmosphere, getting the cool air, breeze? No. So these are the free goods for which we don't pay something, for which we don't exchange any commodity for getting the benefit of those goods. Such goods are called as value in use. Those are generally, in economics, those are called as free goods. Okay. And opposite to the free goods, that is, another is value in exchange. Now you would have understood properly, right? What is value in exchange? It refers to the worth of a commodity or a service expressed in terms of another commodity, right? See, this again also has the worth. Okay, this commodity also has the worth, but it can be expressed in terms of another commodity. When this value is expressed in terms of money, it is called as price of a commodity, right? See, when the value of some items, commodities are expressed in terms of money, it can be called as price of the commodity. A good which commands a price, the good which commands a price is termed as an economic goods. Okay. For example, TV, car, we have to pay to get TV. We have to pay money to get the car because it has some, it has, it can be purchased. The TV has worth only when payment has been done for purchasing the TV. The car has the worth when we pay for purchasing the car. Okay, so these are called as the economic goods. See, for example, this is the fruit stall. Okay, and you are passing by the fruit stall and you want to have the apples. Okay, maybe the green apple, then Simla apple, Kashmir apple. See, different types of apples has been shown over here. If you want to have the apple, then if what you have to pay, what you have to do for getting that apple, that you have to pay the money. Okay, so the value of that single apple is hidden by exchanging something for getting it, right? Understand the concept. The value of that apple, what is the value of the apple? It is the worth of that apple. And what is the worth of that apple? What you pay for getting that apple, whatever money you pay for getting that apple, that is called as the value of that apple. That can be expressed in terms of price of that apple. Okay, because we pay the money, so price we pay for getting some commodities, those are called as economic goods. Okay, for example, when we want to buy the home, what we pay the money for buying the home or purchasing the home. Okay, because they are the, so this, the service is expressed in terms of another commodity. What is the another commodity? Money. Okay, or if suppose in the earlier days when there was the barter system, then what people used to do, when people used to buy some 1 quintal of rice, okay, then the money, when money price were not there in the days of barter system before civilization, then what people used to buy, the people who didn't grow their own rice, they would have offered something different, the another commodity, okay, to buy the 1 quintal of rice. So this was in the times when it was not expressed in terms of money, but now everything is expressed in terms of money. And what it is? It is that price of that commodity. So which goods has the price of the commodity? Economic goods. See, economic goods has the price of that commodity. Okay, and we have to exchange the goods with the money or the price of that commodity. Okay, for example, the apple, the price of a single apple is rupees, suppose 40 rupees. The price of a good simla apple is 40 rupees. And if the price is 40 rupees, then you have to pay 40 rupees only. not 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 40 rupees only. So that is actually the price of that commodity. Okay. See, what is value in exchange? It is the amounts of goods and services which we may obtain in the market in exchange of particular thing. See, in exchange of something, particular thing, we obtain the goods and services, the amount of goods and services. See, only these are the examples of goods only. But if you want to have utilize some service, for example, if you want to learn, okay, if you want to grasp the knowledge, if you want to learn in the school or colleges, then what you have to offer? Fees. If you want to get checked by the doctor, if you want to get treatment, then what you offer to the doctor? It is fees. So what is the value in exchange? It is the amount of proper amount of that service, because those are the services. Okay. So what is value in exchange? It is the amount of goods as well as services which we may obtain in the market. How do we obtain? By exchange of a particular thing. What do we exchange? Here we exchange a money. In other words, it is the price of a particular good which can be sold and bought in the market. What? How can we sold and bought in the market? By paying the price of that goods and services. For instance, if 1 kg of rice can be obtained in exchange of 1 dozen of banana, okay, if you think of the earlier days, okay, or people for the if people don't have the money and if they want to exchange rice with banana, then what they will exchange? See, the price of 1 kg of rice, the person says that it is equal to 1 dozen of banana. Then if somebody wants to purchase 1 kg of rice, then he has to pay, he has to give 1 dozen of bananas to him. Okay, that is the value in exchanging the other commodity. Which is the other commodity? 1 dozen of banana. Then we may say that value of 1 kg or kilogram of rice is equal to 1 dozen of banana, because they has the value when they are used by exchanging some other commodity or money. Okay, that is price. See, what is value in exchange? When the commodities which are exchanged by some other commodity for their utilization. So when it would be used, so one house is there for selling, okay, but when it would be used by you, when you will pay for it, okay, some commodity has been exchanged for buying that home, and for the person who is seller, which commodity he will exchange? He will sell his home and he will get the money. So there is exchange of other commodity, that is called as value in exchange. Okay. See, thus value in exchange depends on two things, that is time and place. See, this value in exchange varies or changes, depends upon the two things. Which are the two things? Time and place. See, value in exchange depends on two things. See, what is this? The umbrellas there are for selling. Okay, when this umbrella has the value, when it is the time of rainy season. See what I said? Season means time. Umbrella has the value only in rainy season. People will buy that value, that umbrella, by exchanging the money when there is time of raining. People will buy the woolen clothes, okay, people will buy the sweater, mufflers when there is the time of winter. Okay, so value depends upon the value in exchange depends on the time also. Okay, see, value in exchange depends on time element. That is, with the change in time, value in exchange for a commodity in respect to other commodity will vary. See, for example, will you pay the same amount which has been told by the shopkeeper in the rainy season to purchase the woolen clothes? No, because you don't have its value at that time. Okay, so this value in exchange depends on the time element. You won't purchase the raincoat or you won't purchase the umbrellas in summer season because it don't have any time element. Okay, so this value in exchange depends on the time element. Okay, this changes as per the time changes. The second is value with place. Okay, this value in exchange depends on the second thing. The second thing is this place. Now see, this is the example. See, this is the sand. The lots of sand is there on the earth. Okay, as 70% of the earth is occupied with water, then there will be lots of sand also. See, there is the sand which is lying on the seashore. Does this sand has any value here on the seashore? No, this sand has no value which is just lying on the seashore. But if the same sand has been carried to the construction site, right? See, the same sand has been carried to the construction site. Doesn't it give the value? See, people has to pay for the same sand. Means sand has the abundant value, extreme value for the construction. Okay, on the construction side, the thing or the same commodity got the value when the place changed. See, this is the another example. The girls are wearing the woolen clothes. This woolen clothes has the value only in the places where it is very cold. Okay, it don't have the value in the places where it is very hot, right? See, the same woolen clothes changes their value as per the place changes. See, value in exchange also depends from place to place. Value in exchange for a particular commodity also varies from market to other market also. Hence, it varies according to the place. Again, one commodity may have immense value in exchange of the value or vice versa. For example, see now the another big concept you are going to learn. Water has immense value but no exchange value or less exchange value. On the contrary, diamond has lots of exchange value but no use value. We'll see with this in detail. See, water has immense value for everybody's human life to sustain the life, but it has no exchange value. See, because we get the water free from the nature, whereas diamonds also we get free from the nature, but diamonds has lots of exchange value but no use value. Do we use diamonds for eating, for cooking? No. Let's see with in detail. See, this is called as water diamond paradox of values. Okay, what is meant by paradox? Contradictory. See, two things contradicts with each other, or their concepts are different, exactly opposite to each other. That is called as contradox. That is called as paradox also. Okay, the things or the concepts which are opposite to each other are called as paradox. See, water and diamond has the paradox. See, we'll see in detail. Some commodities have a high value in use but low exchange value. See, high value in use. When we get it freely, we have lots of value. But we don't like to pay much for this. Okay, well, we don't pay much for getting that commodity. Okay, which commodity? Which is free good. We don't pay much. We don't exchange much for getting that value. For example, water. Okay, water is a high value in use. Nobody can sustain live without water, but it has no exchange value. Whereas some commodities have low value in use, see, but high exchange value due to its scarcity. For example, diamond. See, what is the value of diamond? Also, we get from the nature, but those are very scarce in nature. Lots of processes has to be gone the diamond for getting a fine diamond, right? So it is very costly. But does that diamond possess any value in everybody's day-to-day life? Can't anybody live without diamond? No, not absolutely not. Diamond has no usefulness in everybody's day-to-day life, but it has the value in exchange. Okay, one has to pay lots of money for getting a single piece of a diamond, right? But do we need to pay something for getting the water which is free in the atmosphere? No, but water has lots of value for the everybody's day-to-day life. See, the water which is the free goods has no value in exchange, but which has lots of use to the human body. But diamond, which is high exchange value, okay, but which has low value in use. Okay, this can be shown in this paradox. See what it has been shown here. See, water, there is a water bottle of 1 liter. Suppose, for example, you take the example of this is a water bottle. And what is the value? See, this has gone down. Okay, this seesaw has gone down, and where it has been bent towards, means where it has gone heavy. See, it has gone heavy on the side of diamond. See, diamond has been shown over here. So why it got heavy on the diamond side? Because we had to pay lots of money for getting a single piece of diamond, because it has become heavy on the side of diamond, whereas on the side of water it has gone up. What does it mean? It has very less value to get the single bottle of water. But why this is happening? Because there is a paradox, okay, contradiction. The things, the materials or the goods which has lots of value to the human being, they may be having less value, but the things which has low value in use, in utility, they has low value for everybody's day-to-day life, but we have to pay lots of money to them. That is called as the paradox, okay, contradiction. Okay, see, one of the most disconcerting problems to Adam Smith, to the economics, the father of modern economics, was he could not resolve the issue of valuation in human preferences. Okay, he could not resolve the issue of how people prefer to the different things. He described this problem in his famous book, that is Wealth of Nations, by comparing the high value of diamond, which is unessential to human life, to the low water without which human would die. He determined value in use was irrationally separated from the value in exchange. See, what he thought? What is the value in use of water? Lots of immense value, without which human will die. Okay, but which it has no value in exchange or very less value in exchange. Whereas diamond, which has low value in use but high value in exchange. Okay, this he has written in his famous book, that is Wealth of Nations, because he compared the value of two things. Okay, the value in use and opposite to value in exchange of the different commodities. See, when we learn water diamond paradox, some commodities has high value in use but low exchange value. See, for example, 1 liter of water bottle. What is the value? 20 rupees. See, 1 rupees of water bottle. Okay, we have to pay only 20 rupees. Whereas, see, this is shown a good example. This is a diamond. And what are the rates of the diamond? See, if there are the different colors and these are the clarities, then this price per carat for certified diamond jewelry, what is the price for a single diamond? Maybe 38,000, 48,000, 58,000. Okay, which varies according to the color and their clarity, their transparency. Okay, so this is the price we can call for a single piece of diamond of 1 gram of diamond, whereas we get 1 liter of water at the rupees of 20 only. So this is the paradox. Okay, see, it has gone very down. It has become heavy towards diamond, and it has gone up, means it has no value or lesser value when we think about the water bottle. Okay, this is called as water diamond paradox of values. So with this we learned 4 concepts with respect to microeconomics. See, what was the first concept? Want. Okay, when we learn about a particular commodity, particular human being, particular household, particular firm, what is the basic concept? We want something. And when we want something, when we feel the scarcity of having something, or we feel the lack of having something, okay, then we get the feeling of willingness, need, that is called as want. And who satisfies our wants? Goods and services satisfies our wants. Okay, why goods and services satisfies our wants? Because utility is hidden in them. Okay, so utility we understood. And when we think about the utility of something, how we compare the utility, how we calculate the utility of something? By considering their value. Okay, we consider the value by considering the utility of something. And how do we value of something? Some goods are free goods, some goods are economic goods. The value of the free goods, okay, which we call it as value in use, and the goods for which we have to pay something or to exchange, that is called as value in exchange. Okay, economic goods are values in exchange. So four concepts which are related to each other. First is want, then goods and services which satisfies the wants. Goods and services has the utility, and that utility can be measured with the help of the value. And then value again differs with value for the free goods and value for the economic goods. Okay, so with microeconomics today we have learned four concepts. Okay, and I hope you would have clearly understood the four concepts. See, we understand that water is necessary to our life, and that ornaments such as diamonds are not life sustaining. See, diamond has not life sustaining power, but water typically has low market value, while diamond jewelry has a high market value because it has value in exchange, and water has value in use. Okay, see, with this we have completed four basic concepts of microeconomics. Okay, and the other concepts of microeconomics, which are wealth, personal income, personal disposable income, that is PDI, and the different economic activities like production, distribution, exchange, and consumption, which we'll see in our next lecture. That is lecture number that is given on page number 3 and 4. Okay. Now I hope all the four basic concepts of the microeconomics which would have been very clear to you. And be assured, be relaxed that I am going to make your economics subject very fine. So let's move to today's quiz. What is the quiz of today? That is day 2. Which of the following is an example of value in use? Okay, see, I have given 4 options for you. 4 goods are there, 4 commodities are there, and which is the example of value in use? Now see, what is option A? Heat from room heater. You are getting the room heat from the room heater in which places? When there is winter. Then you are getting air from air conditioner when there is summer or when there is hot. Then vitamin D from sun. You are getting vitamin D from sun, and you are getting Bisleri water bottle by paying something, or you can simply consider Bisleri water bottle. Now these are the 4 things. Okay, you have to give me the correct answer out of these 4 things, 4 commodities which has value in use. Okay, let's see who is the most brilliant student. All the best for you. Thank you. Stay